They want me now? Okay. Yep, we're going in. We're going in. Let me just get my notes here. All right. Okay. Tell them. Hold on a second. All right. I mean, I got a lot of notes I need to go over. Who, well, who's pressing you about it? Jamie? Tell Jamie I said her ass can wait. She always trying to start some shit. I'm gonna be there. All right, we're here. How y'all doing? How's it going? What's up? What's up? All right. Well, let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Um, let's say first and foremost, it was a pretty good game by my boys today. Can't lie. I thought we did some good things. Thought we did some really good things out there. Obviously, we did some poor things as well. Some things that we need to clean up on, but overall, I'm okay with the performance. First game of the year, got a lot of kinks that we need to work out, but there's a lot of positives in today's game, I would say. Now, before we get all into it, I do want to say that I think Grant overall, he played all right. Now, am I going to expect more from him as the year progresses? Of course, but he didn't do too bad. Them three interceptions we can definitely clean up. Two of them, I would say, he's just throwing it up there trying to make a play, 50-50 ball. And, he just doesn't know our personnel well enough right now. We don't have the right personnel to where, you can just be throwing it up 50-50s. We don't have Pitts back there no more. So, it's not that type of game. But he'll learn that. And he'll learn his team. And, we just going to work it out, man. I think he's going to be all right. It wasn't too bad. The running game looked great. It's what I expected, though. I will say that. Walker, he did have a few too many touches. We want to put him on a limit throughout the year because we want to make sure that he makes it all the way through the year with us. I don't want to just overuse him. I don't want to overuse him because we have the O line. We have a solid O line. I feel like you could put pretty much anybody back there and they should be able to produce. So 28 carries is a little bit too much. I want to hold him to anywhere from 20 to 23 carries a game and give the rest to, Tyler, let him do his thing. He didn't make too many opportunities today, but, it's week one. It's a long season. I think we're going to be all right. Defensively, honestly, I think we look great. We look good overall. We did give up 35 points. I understand that. But, we also have to understand what happens when, your quarterback throws 3 interceptions, Putting the defense right back out there, it could be bad situations, so we just got to work on that stuff, man. But even though it's a rookie quarterback, forcing him to throw 4 interceptions in the game, that's beautiful. And I'm expecting that week in and week out, doesn't matter who's at quarterback. We have the secondary for that. We got some dogs back there. So you better be ready when you come to play us because we have some dogs. And y'all not just going to be able to pass it however you want. Now, granted, again, he is a rookie. That was his first game. He still completed 71% with 4 interceptions. 240, though, that's not bad. Not bad. If we can hold the quarterback 250 passing yards and under, we're going to be okay with that throughout the year, I think. A couple other notes I want to say. We looked good that first drive. First drive, we put it all together. And, honestly, besides those picks, I think they couldn't stop us. We were stopping ourselves. Let's go ahead and say that. They couldn't stop us. We were stopping ourselves. Quarterback throwing up 50-50 balls, that's going to happen. But, I looked at a little bit of tape already. A couple of them drives, we looked really good. We're a couple cuts away from, breaking another big run, which is what I love to see. I love to see that the potential is there for our run game. And hopefully it's there all year. Because we're going to rely a lot on it. But, that's fine. It's a long year. Bang, bang, long game. Hey, it's gonna be a long year though. We got a lot of games. We got a lot of teams to play. So a lot more opportunities out there to get some dubs. We're not too worried about it right now. I know this is my only second year as a head coach for the Falcons, and honestly, this is my first full year with this team. I came in later on in the year after they fired their last coach, and I just took on the roster that was given to me. So year one, we're not even counting that. We scratching that. That's out. This is the year that counts the most. Obviously we don't have much to take from after one game, but it's okay. It's all right. I think we're gonna get there for sure. I'm expecting at least 8 to 10 wins this year, and possibly a playoff picture. That's gonna take a lot. It's gonna be tough. We do have the Super Bowl champs in our division that we're gonna have to see twice a year. But by the time that game comes around, I think we're gonna be ready for that too. And with that, I'll go ahead and open it up to questions for anybody. Yeah, Jamie, you. Girl, I know you've been waiting to ask questions all day. Yeah, I already heard about you, Jamie, but we know we take notes. I take notes out here. Go ahead. About Grant, you said, how do I feel about the way the Grant played today? Okay. Like I said earlier, it's a small sample size. I think he played okay. Obviously, we don't want those interceptions from him, but he's a young guy. Yeah, he's a young guy, so we're gonna work those things out. Give me a couple less picks, and then we'll go from there. But it's a small sample size. I think the kid's gonna be okay though. I think he's gonna be all right. Another thing, I would say he might have been holding on to the ball a little bit too long, couple plays, but he was also able to get out of there, able to throw it away, which is what I love. I just need him to do more of that when it comes to scary situations. If it's a 50-50 ball, we're not there yet. We probably shouldn't be throwing them up, but we're gonna get there. Next question, Josh said 1 and 2 versus Saints. How do I feel about who? How do I feel about the Saints as a franchise? I mean, obviously it's a great franchise over there. They got at least one Super Bowl ring. Been a while, but uh, I'm friends with the coach over there. That's my boy. I don't really have many bad things to say about them. Obviously that's a rival over there, but we're gonna see him again. We're gonna see him again. And I understand that I'm struggling against them right now as a coach. I only got one dub out of 3 meetings, but I do feel like that game at the end of that year, or the end of last year, was a big, big momentum for us. We took a lot of momentum out of that. It let us know that we can hang with these playoff teams, and we did the same thing today. We hung right in with them until the very last second. So that's all good. But yeah, love the Saints. I don't have anything bad to say about the Saints. What we got over here? Okay, what do you say? Walker. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's our franchise right there. You know, Kenneth is our dog. He's a young man, so like I said, I don't want to overuse him. I want to make sure he's there and healthy for us all year because we're going to need him, especially late in the year. But yeah, he's a dog. And that's the whole reason, I made the moves that I made. I wanted to make sure that I had an offensive line to be able to block for him. And not only block for him, to block for my young quarterback back there. Because he's going to need that time. He's going to need the time to dissect everything and get it all through. So, that it's a good, I see a lot of potential in Walker. And our run game just in general. All right, over here, next question. He said, what were your thoughts going into the last drive for the Falcons? That's actually a really good question. It was a lot of pressure on all of us because we were on a time limit. So we knew either they were going to have to score or we were going to have to get a pick because we couldn't take it in overtime. Because we knew if we went in overtime, we were probably going to lose from there. Because we're going to have to let someone else take over. But it was a good drive. That last play, 10 seconds left on the 2 yard line. No timeouts for them. I mean, I can't lie to you. It was a good play call. It was a good play call. Because I wasn't expecting them to run. There's no chance you think they're going to run right there with 10 seconds and no timeouts. Should we have came out and goal line D? Yes. Will I ever second guess it again? No. Because in any other situation, I'm going in goal line right there. And for whatever reason right there, on that play, I decided to not go goal line. And I put that on me. I don't put that on the D coordinator. I don't put that on anybody. It all goes through me. So, it's alright though. We're going to make it work. Next question. Talking about the defense. Defense gave up 35 points. Yeah, well, I've already touched on that a little bit. Yeah, we gave up 35 points. That's true. But we also had 4 interceptions on defense. That's a big step from what we were doing last year. 35 points, we're going to have to work on that. But I think our offense can work on that too. We got to just control the ball, control the momentum, control the clock, all of that. And once we can start controlling the game, then our defense can really take over for us. Next question. Jamal in the back. Talking about Grant today. Yeah, Grant had 3 picks. His question was, he said Grant had 3 picks today. What do you tell a young QB after a game like that? You don't really want to tell him too much. You don't want to tell him too much because it's one game. And I don't need him as a young quarterback to get in his head already. And then he loses confidence, and then he's throwing 4 or 5 picks a game. So, you don't really tell the man much. You just tell him to throw that one away. We're gonna look at the film. You're gonna learn from it. Dissect it, and just move on. Cause it's just one game. We're gonna be all right. And Grant is gonna be all right, man. I got faith in that young man. Next question, right here in the front. Right here. Yeah. So the second year as the Falcons head coach. The second year starting off 0-1. What needs to change? Well, listen. Again, like I said, I started off a little later in the year. Obviously, my first game that I coached last year, we did also lose. So yes, technically, this is me starting off 0-1 for 2 straight years. But it's a building process. You're not gonna win every game. It's just that you're not gonna win every game. So us starting off, on the wrong foot is not okay. But it's early enough to where we can fix it and we can work on it. And there's no need to panic at all. No need to panic at all. It's one game. All right, couple more. I think we're done. Over there. But Mayo. Okay. Yep. Mayo had a few targets today, but only 3 catches. How do I get the rookie more involved? Well, it just comes down to game planning. We're just gonna have to draw up some better plays for him. Make sure we get him going. We might have to get him going early next week because I do want the young man to, get more catches, more touches, more experience, so he can really get the ball rolling. But yeah, it just comes down to game planning. We just gotta execute better. And if that means, drawing up more plays for Mayo so that he can get out in the open field and get going, then that's what we'll do. You know, I don't know. That first drive, man. That first drive, if my QB just throws a little bit under that, that's a nice little 6 for rookie to rookie. But I think we'll be seeing a lot of that throughout the year. I think he's gonna really get himself going. But it's a process even with him. But we'll give some time. I think he'll be ready here soon for sure. All right, last question. Last question back there. Was it Morris? Morris, last question. Go ahead, buddy. How come? Oh, shit. You guys have 4 interceptions today. How do you build on that? Just stick with it. Stick to your guns. It's that simple. We know that's what we're here for. So we're gonna be doing that all year. We're gonna build on it, put some pressure on it. And he said, "Let me think. Keep putting pressure on the quarterback. Keep forcing them to throw the ball early, and we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be okay. We'll have a lot more interceptions coming. Trust me. That defense that we have is for real. The defense we have this year is for real. We're a couple pieces away, I think, on that defense to really go on a serious run. Back here, it said, "Can I get a Walker jersey?" I mean, yeah, you sure can, man. I'm sure they sell them in the stores. Matter of fact, we got a team shop. Actually, you go to the team shop, man. They got them right there. I think they only for like $60 right there. Now, getting a signature or getting an authentic one, I mean, you gonna have to talk to Walker about that, man. I don't handle his PR. All right, is that it? Right on. All right, on to Tampa. Y'all have a good night.